Oh, yes. I'm just looking at this cult, the group or system of religious worship that doesn't look like a cult, but it is, isn't it, folks? They have to watch horror films because they're witches. Their sexual nerve endings won't respond to stimulation unless they cause so much fear in their own minds that their lizard get so scared that they have to, come to find out the culpable, meriting blame and the culprit, a person guilty of a crime. Now, when you go through all the employees of welfare, yes, how many of them have to watch horror films so as to stimulate their sexuality, coach? And they'd say, no, I'm not guilty of misconduct. I can be as mean as I want. But really, you're culpable in misconduct, aren't you, Pooch? Now, I know that I'm going to sue welfare right now. Because you said that I was the culprit, that I committed a crime when you didn't give me any due process. Now, you're culpable of misconduct because of your cult. Of course you don't look at pornography when you're at work, you stupid fuck. That would violate the policy of an employee of welfare. You wait until you get home. You misery yourself because you're a miser, and then you spend the dark evenings alone. Oh, the cult of those in the family. The hereditary culture of causing misery and suffering to those poor American citizens. Well, if I were to talk to you as just a normal American, you'd have some problem with that, wouldn't you? You have some problem with it. Now, I know. In your own personal residence where no one goes, when you're sitting there in the dark by yourself, when you're thinking of the witches that are on you while watching a horror film, you're culpable of misconduct. You love causing misery to those American citizens that are using the benefits of being an American, but you're saying they're abusing them. We cannot afford as a nation the actual expense. Now, in your mind, you'd cull the herd, pooch, you'd crucify them all. You know, there was a ruler that had a very nice castle in Transylvania. Dracula, Vladimir, like to behead those that would challenge his authority. And I wanted to buy it for myself. I wanted to get that Transylvania castle. You know, I did some special place for women that are the hereditary offspring of those that are miserly, that completely remove any pleasure from sexual intercourse. You never spread your legs unless they pay. Ouch! That looks so pretty. But we know we're going to sell you off so this to make sure you're in the right family. Now, could you get me all of those that think that the beheading of this nation is really what we need? The easiest thing to do is to cut them all off. They don't need food stamps. The universal health care coverage, nobody wants that except for those that really have the major medical expenses. In fact, when you go through all the welfare recipients that have medical insurance, just get me the most expensive to the least expensive since they passed Obamacare. Yes. The Affordable Care Act. Yes! I just want to know who's spending this nation's money. Now, oh my gosh, you're so ghoulish. You're not an actual person. You have these constant problems in your intestines, and you keep having operation after operation after operation. It seems that those in misery, that know that the only Americans that really benefit from universal health care are those that have the worst fucking problems.